bathroom, or is this the female god?
No, this is Brianna.
Oh, hi, Brianna.
I wanted to talk to you about nutrition advice. So I've been trying to eat like more like you. So I've been like pretty much carnivore kind of, but I do eat like fruits and vegetables. Basically just like CrossFit diet. I was pretty bad about like carbs.
Can I say something to you really quick? Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
NFL players want to fly you out, you should not eat like me. You should keep eating the way you're fucking eating.
No, because I've been doing this, and I also started fasting.
Are you in the same room God's in? Why is there like it sounds like you're in the same room God's in.
No, I'm just like in our field house at work.
Oh, okay.
And like a big empty space. Sorry.
No, that's where God hangs out, in a big empty space too. So that's fine. That now it makes sense to me.
Okay. But no, I started doing that, and in probably like 3 weeks, I've lost like 11 pounds. So
what happened to your boobs? What happened to your boobs?
I already don't have any, but now they're like extra.
Oh, that's perfect then. No problem. Perfect. I'm going to recommend lots of push-ups. But yeah, great. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you like it? Do you feel good?
I feel so good, but I actually feel not eating enough because it fills me up so much more. Like I feel like I'm eating like hardly a meal a day because I'm just so full.
Yeah, my wife is like so on the carnivore, and I don't see her do any of the stupid snacking that I do. She'll put and there's it's crazy. What about your menstrual cycle?
Oh, it's all messed up. So
did that happen from the carnivore, or that was already messed up?
No, it's just been messed up.
Is it? Do you even get it at all? Is it gone, or is it just messed up?
No, I'll go like 3 or 4 months without it, and then I'll get it like every other week for like a couple months.
Do you have any theories on why that is?
I think I've told you before. I was on Lupron for like 5 or 6 years, which is like a puberty blocker. And so, yeah.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You were on a puberty blocker?
Yeah, from like when I was 7 to 12 or 13.
And why were you on that?
Because I started puberty at 7.
And you're not supposed to?
No, but it was also like, it's probably just from processed foods. Like my parents were like feeding me terribly, and I was like really fat 7-year-old, and I started like full on menstrual cycle. I was growing pubic hair, had boobs at 7 years old, and instead of recommending dieting, they put me on Lupron and like on a whole medical trial, and they did that until I was 13.
And what would you give advice to parents to use that or not do that?
Well, they can't, because the whole generation, I was going to Kaiser, and they were doing a medical trial on prepubescent like puberty kids, and all the kids had like super messed up. Like I had the good part of it. Like a bunch of the kids have like horrible arthritis, blind, infertile, all sorts of things.
Holy shit!
So like all the kids basically sued. The FDA took it off the market, and maybe like 2 years later, Lupron got rebranded as a trans kid drug, so it still can be sold to kids that want to block their puberty for trans kids, but it's not allowed to be sold for early puberty anymore.
Lupron, Lupron?
Yeah.
So are you glad that it got put on it?
It's like hard to say, because it's like I don't know. The doctors told me that if I didn't go on it, I would like develop too fast, and then like
you would develop what? Wait, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna disconnect our phone and reconnect it because I got to pop. Hold on. Okay. The doctors who put you on this puberty blocker also told you that if they didn't put you on it, what would happen?
That like I would go through puberty like super fast, and then I would basically hit full maturity at like 10, and then I would have all these problems because I hit maturity too fast.
Like what? Like the only problem I think you would have is you don't want men to be attracted to you at 10, but they would be. That would be like that is a problem.
I
But
mean,
that's
the
a
biggest
problem
thing
for your
is
parents. That's not a problem you deal with drugs. Then
yeah,
your parents just need to make sure they never leave you out. Like if you have a girl with tits, like the dad should never let her out of her sight.
they told me it was to do with my height, and that was a big seller to my parents because they care so much about sport. Like they said, if I didn't go on it, I would be like 5'3".
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'7".
Yeah, God, God, I just feel like that's such bullshit. What happened when you got off of it?
Um, I was fine, but then maybe like a year or two after I got off with it, I got diagnosed with like very severe PCOS, and so I've had to have 2 like ovarian cysts removed because I just keep getting them, and most of them go away on their own, but sometimes they have to remove them.
Polycystic
Ovary syndrome.
ovary syndrome. God, I wonder. There's this girl I knew in college, and I wonder if she was on that. Now that you're saying that, God, I wonder. I'm just so biased about putting kids on drugs. I
am too.
I'm just
I'm
so
glad.
fucking biased.
Yeah, and my parents like really regret it now. And then also with like the PCOS, like every time I've gone to a doctor, like how can I heal this? They're always just told me that literally recommended that I remove like my ovaries.
Hey, is all your junk all normal? Like, is your vagina all normal?
Yeah,
Like, it didn't cause any like weird things.
not that I know of.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Not that I've been told.
Okay. God, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Hey, do you care? People are in the chat are asking what your username is. You don't have to give it, but I think just
Yeah,
all the
I
horny
mean,
guys
like
are like they think
for
they
my Instagram,
yeah.
it's Brianna.Roney, so BREANNA.RONEY.
Wow. Yeah, that's
But
wild. So you dodged a bullet by not like being blind or whatever shit happened to your
yeah,
colleague, your peers.
yes,
Lupron,
but
man. Holy cow. I just can't imagine I'm just trying to figure like I just can't imagine putting my boys on something. I just can't. I keep thinking of like me walking up to them with a glass of water and punching out pills and being like, take these. I just can't get my head wrapped around
it was a shot. So I had to get a shot in my butt like once a month. And then I had to sit in the doctor's facility for like, sorry, I'm exiting. There's like a weird noise. I don't know if you can hear it.
It sounds like a train. It sounds like a train stopping.
Yeah, the softball players are setting up. So let me walk out of the room real quick.
Oh, you're hot as fuck. Holy shit.
Oh, thank you.
What are you? Are you black?
No.
What are you?
It's like a weird. So like my mom is from Mexico, and then my dad is half Irish, half Native American.
God damn. And that's your real hair?
Yeah. So when it's straight, that's because I have a keratin treatment, and the curly is my natural hair.
What's this pig in the water doing?
That was when I was in the Bahamas. There's like pigs in the water.
Were they cool?
They were so cool and so cute.
Yeah.
And I love pigs. So.
He is so cute. That's a wild pig?
Yeah. And they just let you hold them. They're pretty friendly. They're like domesticated.
You have freckles.
Yeah. I told you, I'm quarter Irish.
Man, you are cute. My boys are starting to get freckles. It's so cool. It's so weird because I got freckles at around probably their age too. And my boys are starting to get freckles. They're so awesome.
They're right kind of going away now since I moved to Iowa, but hopefully they'll come back when I become a California girl again.
Yeah, mine went away.
But, I don't know. There's a lot of people in the chat that want like context to the NFL player thing.
Yeah. When do you go see him?
October 11th. I fly out and I come back the 15th.
Are you taking a friend?
No. And he bought my plane ticket, so I can't be like buy my friends.
He just found you on Instagram?
No, we met in person once. I totally almost messed this up, Savon. So when I was in Miami for Wadapalooza this January, and me and my friends went out like partying, and I met him, but he was still like in college, or he had just finished his senior season of football. And I really don't remember this night at all. Like, I have no memory of it. Don't ask why. And he asked for my Snapchat. At least that's what I thought happened. And he Snapchatted me for a couple days, but I really wasn't that into it. So I started just like leaving him on red, like not responding anymore. And then like recently, like about a month ago, he posted something that was like Panthers stuff. And I was like, oh shoot, this guy's on the Panthers. So
This guy's what? This guy's what?
He's on the Panthers. And so I was like, oh, I'm actually interested now.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So,
I think that's fair.
Yeah. And well, on it. And so then I slid up and I was like, hey, how have you been? And we started chatting. And then he said, I was trying to play dumb. Like, I didn't know he was on the Panthers. And so I was like, hey, are you still in, blank state that he told me he was from? And he was like, don't act like you don't know where I'm at.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And then I almost messed up again, because he was saying like how he's been really wanting me, which he has, because he still slides up anytime I post and says I'm pretty or whatever. And he'll be like, he's like, I've been really wanting you, but like you didn't want me. And I was like, no, I do like you. And then he says, okay, then text me. And I'm like, I don't have your number. And I looked through all my contacts and I was like, I don't have this guy's number. And then he FaceTimes me.
Oh shit.
And I look and I realized he had texted me. I just never saved his contact.
Have you held his hand or had any intimacy with him, or did you dance with him or kiss him or anything?
No, we were just kind of in the same section and had like talked a little bit. And he like got me a few drinks, but that was kind of it.
Hey,
nothing.
I think you should just go full bore reckless real with him.
Well,
when you see him, you know what I mean? Except don't tell him about the Lupron, but keep that needs to wait a few months. But I think you should be like, yeah, dude, I saw you on the Panthers, and I think that's fucking cool as shit. Of course, I'm attracted to someone who's that shows that you work hard and that you have a promising future, and hell yeah, I'm attracted to you.
Well, he did ask like why I ever left him on red. I think kind of fishing is like, do I like him now because of that? And honestly, it had nothing to do with me not liking him. It was like, I'm broke. I'm assuming this guy's broke. We're in different states. When are we going to see each other ever again? What's the point of talking to you?
Yeah.
And I told him that. I was like, that's why I stopped talking to you, because I just realized I was never going to talk to you again.
Yeah.
And then that's when he offered to fly me out, because he's like, well, I'm not broke, so you can come see me whenever you want.
I think you should find out who he's going to vote for, and then I think you should play really hard to get. And I think you should also tell him that. I think you should be like, hey, dude, you can't get to the pussy because like I like you.
I mean, I told him I'm Mormon, so I feel like that's that kind of puts up that signal.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
But he's super country, so I don't know if he's like, I don't have a political idea on him. I bet he's like super Southern.
And I would set up a limit for how many drinks you have around him. Like a hard, or you should do a what I like to do is a 1 drink, 1 water, alternate. And be super disciplined.
I haven't drank in like so long, so like 1 drink is gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm so excited how this turns out. Remember, the goal is to catch him.
I know. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, the goal is to catch him and to make it so, and like, and to find out if you really like him and that if he really likes you. And the longer you wait, it's always better. Sex is like the vaccine. It's okay not to take it because you can always have it later.
Yeah, I feel like I've talked to pro athletes before, but every time I have an experience with one, I always knew them before. Like the last guy I was with is in the NBA now, and like so, but we were hanging out and knowing each other before that ever happened. And like my ex-boyfriend just went to the Olympics this summer, but it's like again, everything was like before they had ever made it. And so it was like we had a context of a relationship.
Yeah.
And this is like the first time it's like I'm really getting to know him, and he's already like at this level.
Matthew Sherburne just became a member because of your story. Thank you, Matthew. You're a good dude. Vindicate.
Aw.
Imagine this is your daughter. Are you giving her the same advice? Yeah, I mean, definitely giving her this
Well,
advice.
yeah, my parents totally know. Like I
Yeah.
told my parents, and they were. My mom said, "I'm going to pay for you to get a full body wax and hair extension before you go."
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. What? But Vindicate, I'm open. Tell me what should I be saying?
I don't
Hey,
know.
there was this
Like-
there was this girl I liked in college. Like I fucking liked her so much. But you know, like in college, like she was just this girl like I just saw around, right? Like you know what I mean? Like I saw her on the bike path every day. I saw her at parties I went to, but and I would say hi to her, but like we didn't know each other. Right. And then one
Yeah.
day I was walking by this house and she was in the front yard at this big massive party. And I'm walking by, she waved me in. And
Okay.
and then so she said, so I came into the party and she's like, God, I'm so fucking high on ecstasy. Will you walk me home? And I said, sure. So I walked her home and we got to her house and she said, do you want to come in and have a drink? And I said to her, like a fucking idiot, I said, hey, I would really like to come in, but I would really like to just see you tomorrow and start just completely sober with you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
No, it's fucking stupid. She never would talk to me again. I ended up fucking one of my friends. Yeah, Nick Stoller. It was Nick. It was Nick Stoller. Yes. Hey, it's actually worse than that. He went to her house that night. My buddy Nick ended up going to her house that night. It was fucking stupid.
That's so sad. But this is actually something I've experienced, Yvonne. Like what you're talking about, like that's actually a kind of an experience I've had before. So
Like
you're
a
not
guy,
alone in this.
oh, like you waited with a
Yeah.
guy and then he blew you off?
Well, I'm like, I was late to the party because I was like Mormon. So I didn't have my first kiss until I was 18. And the first guy was like really close to like, I guess, losing it with. We were hanging out a ton. And at one point he was like, just so you know, like, I can't date someone that I'm not having sex with. And I was like, okay, just like, I don't know if you can like give me a little bit more time. And he was like, sure. And I think maybe that weekend he got with my friends, like one of my roommates actually. So.
Yeah. Hey, you're glad you didn't get with him. Hey, no guy would that's just a crazy line. Can you imagine the ultimatum?
get
Can you
it.
imagine the ultimatum? If you don't have sex with me, I can't go out with you. It's like, dude, listen. That's fucking crazy. Because like you're gonna go out with someone, right? And what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Like I had a girlfriend in the
Yeah.
second grade, and I wanted to hold her hand so fucking bad, and she said her dad wouldn't let her hold my hand. I didn't fucking leave her. I still walked her home fucking every
Yeah.
day. I'll never forget her name, Kim Cavender.
I remember being so sad in the moment, and it kind of like I was so scared to even like a guy because I was scared they were gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
But then when I did end up doing it, and it was like with a boyfriend that like I eventually had for a while, I was like, I'm so glad I waited because this is like what it should be like.
I courted my wife for 5 years. I tried to fuck my wife, and during those 5 years, I had tons of other girlfriends. But I am so glad my wife waited, like that she didn't let that. I'm so glad she made me put in the work. I'm just like ecstatic. And I'm not saying you need to wait 5 years, but like a couple trips, a couple flights,
Yeah.
it'll be worth it.
I don't know. Are you sure? Because
Yes.
my other friend said that.
Yes. Hey, it doesn't matter. He's gonna listen because here's the thing. He may get with other girls in the meantime. He's not gonna kick you to the curb. You gain nothing by having sex with him. Nothing.
Because all my friends are saying he's gonna get bored of me, or he's gonna see it like it's a waste of money.
So what? Fuck him then. Listen, I'm telling you guys, like I'm go there, hang out with him, flirt with him. Do not stay in the same are you staying at his house?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh Jesus criminy.
And for so many days, and he said 11th or 15th, I was like, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's crazy too because I guess that's a good sign because this was never me, but a lot of my guy friends who would have sex with girls then just wanted to leave their house. Like girls would just annoy them.
Yeah.
So
That's
they
what I'm
didn't.
saying. I'm like, what if you don't like me? I'm
Yeah.
stuck here. So, and also I was really happy because the flight is Delta first class. I feel like that's really a
Yeah,
good
that's good.
sign.
Listen, okay, listen. This is it. You go to bed. You got to first night. You got to go to bed early. But then when you wake up in the
I
morning,
land
oh,
at I
oh,
land at 11 p.m.
okay, then you got to go straight to bed. You got to be like, thank you. Then in the morning, listen, every morning you can be so fucking nice to him so he never loses his confidence that you like him. Like if
Okay.
like he's gonna go to bed fucking just hurting every night. He's probably gonna jerk off. But when you wake up in the morning, you can just be all over him. You can be like, "Hi, oh my god," you know what I mean? You can like,
I was
you
thinking
can have
about
him give
like
you
when you get
piggyback rides, and you can hold his hand, and you can kiss him. But like, there's no benefit. I'm telling you, there's no benefit to fucking him. None.
I was thinking about like while he's at practice, like cleaning his place or like cooking something when he gets home. Is that a good idea or is that too much?
No,
Like,
I,
what's
I
the
would just
vibe?
be careful cleaning his place. But yeah, like I wouldn't like go
Yeah.
into his shit.
I was like, yeah, no, not that. But I was like, just depending on what it looks like. I don't know. Depends.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. I want us to tell you. Oh no, Seema says no. Don't clean it. Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at
So
all
I
the
guess not.
girls are saying no. I don't know.
Maybe I'm just Mexican, so that's like my first thing. Okay.
You're just a good woman. Well, clearly you attract overachieving strong men.
Okay. I feel like I should be like like NFL or like NBA scout. Like everyone that I've ever liked ends up becoming someone, and they do not start out that way. Like they're always the underdog, and then like a couple years later they make it.
Here's what I would do. I would really love on him hard, placate his ego, talk, be so positive, uplifting, not demanding, awesome, and no fucking him. But just like, and that's more than enough for a guy for the first date,
Okay.
even if it's 4 days, if you can. I know it's a fucking crazy ask. You guys could end up just coiling like snakes. By the way, Vindicate, the discount code is now for all orders over $50. Wow. All orders over $50. You don't even need the code. I'm so excited for you. How fun. You're at such a fun stage of your life.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know how old I am? How old do you think I am? I feel like maybe I give off older.
Let me see. I don't know. You're in your 20s?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could be 19 or 26.
All right. Well, thank you for all your advice. You're the best. This is why you can never blow up, Savon, because I can't be like leaking my life story to like a million viewer podcast.
Right. Just this is our small little group. Just Trish.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to send you a dick pump to bring him?
I don't think he'll need it.
I don't think that's a good move. Sevon, I bet you wouldn't advise her to be doing this if you had a girl. Seriously? You don't think so? What would I be advising her?
My dad. You're giving great advice. This is like literally the advice my dad is giving.
Yeah, like because like yeah, all like guys really like my wife loves me and supports me so much and it's so fucking awesome. And then once we were together, then it's just like she would just fuck me into oblivion whenever I want. But there's plenty of time for that. It's like a tattoo. There's plenty of time for that. But you just need to know, you need to check with yourself. Hey, am I comfortable loving on this guy and showering him with compliments and supporting him? And can I be sincere around this guy and really like him? You just need to be worried. Like, can I do that? Can I be real around this dude?
Yeah, I think I need to get out of the like the mindset of I'm trying to win him over and like think he's trying to win me over.
Oh, that's even better. Wow. But there's so many girls out there, I feel like, in this day and age. Maybe it was when I was a kid too. Those girls wasn't around, but play games, and I would not play games. Like you could be like, hey, dude, I think it's a bad idea if I give you the pussy. Like I think you can just say that. But
yeah,
man,
I do say that.
Yeah, but man, I want to, but we just can't yet. I'm Mormon.
If that line always works, do not question it.
Yeah, that's cool. Especially if you've drank any Coca-Cola in the last 24 hours, you cannot put your face between my legs. Oh, Ken Walter says there's no way in hell you'd have if you had a girl, you'd be giving this advice. Really? Tell me what's different. Someone tell me what's different. Where am I?
I mean, like, I'm an adult and my parents have so much trust in me. Like, my parents kind of parented the way you do. Like, they know what good character I am. So, like, they know I tell them everything too. So they completely can trust me, like, be real with me and, like, be real about the situation and stuff. And I feel like that's what you're doing.
Sean Lenderman, this girl is getting advice from a married man that still uses condoms.
That's also crazy, Savannah, when you say that. That blows my mind.
Yeah. It's worse. It's worse than you think. It's worse than you think because there was like 4 or 5 years where we didn't use them. It's horrible. But actually, I don't care. I'm never like boning and being like, man, this sucks. I'm wearing a condom. But whatever. Anyway, I'm too old to talk to you about that. All right. Thank you. Keep us posted. Thanks for calling. All right.
I will.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, Amanda Doyle. Amanda, if you live in Ireland, I know how Irish girls are. What are you talking about? I think it's awful advice, but crazy to stay at someone's house you don't know well. You think it's, but someone tell me what's awful about it. What do you think she should do? What do you think she should do? Oh, that's good advice. If one night he invites a few buddies back to his house, get the fuck out. Yeah, that's true. No, I don't know if that's true.